Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reacts channel. I'm Lips, and we continue our Game of Thrones journey today with Season 3, Episode 6. Episode 6 of Season 1 and 2 happen to be two of my favorite episodes in each season respectively, so I might be going into this episode with super high hopes. It might be against the episode's best will and hopes, but here we go anyway. This episode is titled The Climb. Yeah, The Climb. So I could imagine we might climb the wall. We might be doing a climb in ranks, climb in perception. I can't wait to see what kind of climbs we're doing all over the map. I like to kind of piece together the title with like the obvious meaning, but then the kind of underlying meaning throughout like the other characters and storylines as well. So let's get into this episode. If you want the full length reaction, hop on into Patreon. Otherwise, grab a snack, grab a beverage, grab a blanket, whatever you need to fully enjoy this episode with me. And I'll see you in the show. They're okay so far.
It needs to breathe. Take off that big lock.
You know you're fired.
No.
I found something at the fist of the first bed.
Oh.
Buried treasure.
A knife.
Thousands of years old.
Or is that the dragon's whatever? Oh, no, yeah.
I'm not sure that it does anything.
That looks like it does something.
Is the wall as big as they say?
Oh, bigger.
It's pretty big.
It's 700 feet high, all made of ice. On a warm day, you can see it weeping.
Oh, that unsettled her.
If I had a bow, I could have shot a dozen rabbits.
Well, I made this by myself. Guess you don't learn how to do that north of the wall.
Oh, okay.
Punch the rabbits to death.
I had someone else in mind.
Well, someone else is sitting right here.
You're both very good at skinning rabbits.
Thank you. The tension.
You've got a big mouth, girl. And too many teeth. Stop it!
Stop it.
It's my fault. First time I met her, she put a knife to my throat. First time I met you, you held a knife at me. We can't fight each other. We'll never make it to the wall.
Your way of skinning rabbits is quicker than mine.
I said so, didn't I? Osha, you're a good little hunter.
I'm right here with you.
Oh.
The visions take their toll.
He's having one now.
Oh.
I saw Jon Snow.
You saw him? At Castle Black?
No.
He was on the wrong side of the wall. Surrounded by enemies.
Used to be you couldn't find a tree within a mile of the wall. Crows would come out every morning with axes.
Oh.
Your flock gets smaller every year.
Damn.
You ever climbed it before?
No, but Tolman's done it 100 times.
100 times. Really? And never caught?
You're afraid.
I've waited my whole life to see the world from up there.
Here, sit down. Brought a pet for you.
You killed someone for them.
I didn't kill him. But I bet his balls are still bruised. He wasn't good to me the way you're good to me.
Oh.
Well, he didn't do that thing you do with your tongue.
Girl.
You were trembling like a leaf.
Only in the beginning.
Only in the beginning.
The tension. I see why they got married.
Your secret's safe with me. You're loyal. And you're brave. You didn't stop being a crow the day you walked into Mance Raider's tent.
Okay, baby, that's life or death, so please keep your mouth down.
Well, I'm your woman now, Jon Snow.
Oh.
You're going to be loyal to your woman.
Well, okay.
The Night's Watch don't care if you live or die.
But she does.
We're just soldiers in their armies, and there's plenty more to carry on if we go down. Well, it's you and me that matters. to me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever betray me. Because I'll cut your pretty cock right off and wear it round me neck.
And I believe her.
Sink your metal deep, and if you fall, don't scream. You don't want that to be the last thing she remembers.
Okay. Everyone knows something. Everyone knows more than they should in one way or another, it seems.
Never aim.
Never aim.
Your eye knows when it wants the adder to go.
There's
Holding.
someone out there.
Indeed. Someone's.
That's about far enough.
Is that who I think it is? Sure freaking is.
Voctus eglia ot gaimolaxir teptas. Roberti dari zihi ne keptisex iot onio gemagon. Scoriomasitas.
Clean conta.
Forgive my manners. I don't see many ladies these days.
Lucky for the ladies.
How many times has the Lord brought him back?
6.
She's impressed or scared.
Kessis honoravis itilibus daor.
Oh, she doesn't like that this has happened.
By the time I came to Westeros, I didn't believe in our Lord. Until the mountain drove a lance through this one's heart.
And then he prayed.
Beside his cold body. And said the old words. Not because I believed in them, but... he was my friend.
Desperation.
And for the first time in my life, the Lord replied. And I knew the truth. Our God is the one true God.
The Lord of Light.
And all men must serve him.
To be fair, it's very powerful magic or something.
You've been to the other side.
There is no other side. I have been to the darkness, my lady.
It's a life or darkness.
You have someone he needs.
Arya?
Kin point.
No, him. It is him. Oh no.
He wants to join the Brotherhood! Stop them!
We serve the Lord of Light. And the Lord of Light needs this boy.
No.
You're doing it for gold.
We're doing it for both, girl. We can't defend the people without weapons and horses and food.
How did they know about him? The Lord of Light. He's powerful.
You told me I could be one of you.
You are more than they can ever be.
Oh.
You will make kings rise and fall.
You're a witch. You're going to hurt him.
I see a darkness in you. In that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes.
Darkness and Arya?
Eyes you'll shut forever.
She's gonna kill a lot of people.
We will meet again.
Oh. They're like, I feel like exhaustion is gonna be... Are they all connected? He's not well trained for this, I don't think. Don't look down! Oh my god. Theon Greyjoy.
Were you sleeping?
This guy is wild.
You want some water? I wish I had some for you.
Cruel. And I'm saying that as Theon's #1 hater.
Which body part do you need the least?
Oh wow. He's like really, really cruel.
But you've already told me everything. The Starks didn't appreciate you. One good bit though. The Stark boys. They're still alive. Wouldn't that be a lot to remember?
No.
How about your little finger? You don't use that for much, do you? No? Good. Let's start with that. Ah!
I just...
You've been wondering why you're here, haven't you?
Yes.
Who I am, why I'm doing this to you.
Yes.
You win the game if you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger.
If I win, he'll let me go.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Oh, God. Oh, they're gonna make us sympathize with Theon Greyjoy? They are. I mean, this is pretty cruel.
Where are we?
Deepwood Moss. Blast earth.
Oh my God. Did he get it?
How did you know that? Did you see any banners flying when we came in?
No. It was just a guess.
A correct guess that has him shook?
Torrent cast up.
He's dead. Strangled by the Kingslayer.
He was your brother.
Interesting.
Your father was Lord Rickard Carstart.
Who is also dead.
I betrayed Rob. That's why you're torturing me.
You forgot to ask one question. You forgot to ask if I'm a liar.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm afraid I am.
He's not a Karstark then. Okay. Okay.
This isn't happening to you for a reason.
Okay.
One reason. I enjoy it. I win.
Lord Frey requires a formal apology for your violation of your sacred oath to marry one of his daughters.
Okay.
I was in the wrong.
As restitution for this betrayal, he demands Harrenhal and all its attendant lands.
Everyone wants Harrenhal.
Harrenhal is not in the north. It is his once the war is over.
And there's something else. Not what. Whom.
What?
Who? That guy?
Our father requires Lord Edmure to wed one of his daughters, Roslyn.
We need an answer before we leave, and a wedding not more than a fortnight thereafter. His recent experience has made him wary of long engagements.
Yeah, fair enough.
At the very least, I should be offered the same choice you were.
He's a proud man, and we've wounded him.
I didn't wound him.
Yeah, you...
My answer is no.
What are you gonna do, Rob?
You're willing to risk our freedom and our lives for a chance at a prettier wife.
I have a war to fight.
Oh, you should have thought of things!
I have no time to haggle.
Ah, Jesus.
I've won every battle, but I'm losing this war.
This is the one thing about Rob that, like, rubs me the wrong way, right? Because he'll, like, chop off someone's head, and there
It's
it
not
is.
fair, all right.
Thank you.
I'll remember it.
He'll do the chopping off of someone's head by himself, right? But he wouldn't marry. He wouldn't do the right thing and marry, like, the political right thing.
I am acting on Lady Stark's orders to return Jaime Lannister to King's Landing.
If she wasn't his mother, he'd have hanged her for treason.
You're not wrong.
Perhaps the safest thing to do is to kill you both and burn your bodies.
If you honestly believe my father would never find out about it.
King Rob is keeping your father quite busy.
He'll make time for you.
He would.
As soon as you're well enough to travel,
His
I
weak
will allow
spot
you to
is
go to King's Landing.
Jaime Lannister.
As restitution for the mistakes my soldiers made.
Hmm.
Swear to tell your father the truth. That I had nothing to do with your maiming.
May our journey continue without further incident.
Oh, she won't be going with you.
Oh.
I'm charged with bringing Sir Jaime to...
You are charged with abetting treason.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Oh my God.
I would have hoped you'd learned your lesson about overplaying your position.
Brienne, did she treasoned?
Impossible.
Why?
My grandson is the pride of High Garden. Your daughter
Is rich, the most beautiful woman in all 7 kingdoms,
She's washed.
and the mother of the king.
old. Her change will be upon her before long. I'll spare you the details of what will happen then.
My stomach remains quite strong, however. The only thing that might turn it are details of your grandson's nocturnal activities.
Wow.
A sword swallower through and through.
Grateful for the opportunity to marry the most beautiful woman in the kingdoms and remove the stain from his name.
Wow.
Brothers and sisters. Where I come from, that stain would be very difficult to wash out.
Oh, you call him out.
I don't care what people believe, and neither do you.
As an authority on myself, I must disagree.
I love her.
But my children were true, then Joffrey is no king at all.
Yeah.
House Tyrell is throwing its prize flower into the dirt.
Ooh.
Too old to give Laura's children. We are throwing another prize flower into the dirt.
The uncertainty makes you uncomfortable.
All
right. I'll remove it for you.
This is a very intense game of chess.
If you refuse to marry Loras to Cersei, I will name him to the King's Guard. He will never marry. He will never have children. So, shall I draw up the order? Or do you consent to this match?
How can we checkmate him?
It's a rare enough thing. A man who lives up to his reputation.
She did not mean that kindly. It's gotta be so windy up there. Excuse me? How the hell was that? No! Avalanche? Oh my god. No! Oh my god. Oh.
We gotta call them loose!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, no mercy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get there, John. Oh. No. Coming down to the last second. No, 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 no. He saved her. He saved her. Oh. Oh, he loves her. It's them against the world.
I feel like I'm in a dream.
No.
I've dreamed of a large wedding since I was quite young. And the bride, of course.
Yeah, the bride, okay.
Have you ever been to High Garden, my lady?
I can't wait to see it. And to leave this place.
She's opening up a little more and more every day, isn't she?
You'd have them both killed.
It's hard to say which of the 4 of us is getting the worst of this arrangement.
Father doesn't discriminate. We're all being shipped off to hell together.
Great way of putting it.
I did what I did to protect our family.
I'm your family. Whether or not you or father or anyone else wants to admit it.
I do admit
In my opinion, she saw her ability to control Joffrey slipping away, and so...
Stannis would have sacked the city before Father got here.
Trying to have me killed is an odd way of saying thank you. Did you, or did you not, order Sir Mandon to kill me during the Battle of the Blackwater?
She did.
He hates me because I'm the only one who tells him what he really is.
Oh, Joffrey.
But the king orders a king's guard to murder the hand of the king in full view of his own army. The boy's an idiot. You to tell me if my life is still in danger.
Probably.
But not from Joffrey. He won't do anything now Father's here.
United in fear of Tywin Lannister.
Not the Tyrells. History will be taken from our hands. Who's going to tell her?
Anyway, from what I can tell, the dressmakers in Highgarden will be far superior to the ones in King's Landing. Will they let me invite my family?
They haven't asked my opinion.
No.
I need to speak with you, Lady Sansa. Alone, if I may.
But I trust her, even though she tells me not to.
Oh.
We think we want to hear something. And it's only afterwards, when it's too late, that we realize we wished we'd heard it under entirely different circumstances.
He's trying to protect Shay.
This is awkward.
Oh. In so many ways.
The Lysa Arryn of chairs. Shame you had to settle for your second choice.
Early days, my friend. You feeling such dread at the prospect of me getting what I want?
Never been my primary ambition, I promise you. Although who doesn't like to see their friends fail now and then?
Like real friends.
When I thwarted your plan to give Sansa Stark to the Tyrells, I did feel an unmistakable sense of enjoyment there. But your confidant, the one who fed you information about my plans, you didn't bring her any enjoyment. She was a bad investment on my part.
Oh no.
I have a friend who wants to try something new.
Oh no, 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 no. Please don't hurt her.
He was so grateful to me for providing this fresh experience.
Oh my god, Rosie's dead.
I did what I did for the good of the realm. It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie? Chaos. Chaos is a ladder.
Chaos is a climb.
The fall breaks them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He let Joffrey do it? It was Joffrey who wanted to try something new. Oh my god.
They're given a chance to climb, but they refuse. They cling to the realm.
Oh, Sansa.
Only the ladder is real. The climb is all there is.
The climb is all there is. The ladder is an illusion. The power is an illusion. Oh my god. They made it! The eagle. Sun. Sun. But it's like a glimmer of hope. It's the other side of the wall! Wow. Just never seen that before. It's a love story I didn't know that I wanted or needed, but somehow the bastard has the best life. I mean, it's pretty bad still, but at least, at least he doesn't have any illusions of safety. I think that's gotta be harder than poor Sansa. Okay. Will this go down as one of my favorite episodes of season 3? Probably not, given that horrific Joffrey aspect. But does it stand the test of episode 6 being a very good episode historically in the seasons of Game of Thrones? Yes, it does. It does. Littlefinger's speech, as much as I despise him, was very well said. The illusion of the ladder, the illusion of it all. I was kind of hoping there would be this play on the word the climb, right? and obviously we climbed the wall, but then also like the climb of power, the climb of notoriety, the climb of any sort of climb in rank and etc. Like that's what these marriages are. They're these climbs in rank and power and prestige and notoriety and nobility and etc etc etc, whatever the game plan is there for the marriage in the aspect of the royal aspect here. And I think about Sansa a lot more these days because she is I feel like there's this little glimmer in her, and she's so sweet, and she's got this softness to her that I think can be so powerful, that every time she gets to open up, every time she gets to grasp onto a little bit of hope, she gets to climb up a little bit out of whatever hole she's in, she's struck down. And I think she always will be struck down while she's in the care of the Lannisters. And, you know, it sucks that she's still there, but I think if she would have gone with Littlefinger, it would be potentially worse in the long run. And while she may have to marry Tyrion, as much as that whole situation sucks, and I think Tyrion and Shae, they are definitely one of my favorite couples in this entire series. That is definitely an unfortunate circumstance of things. But I think Shae and Tyrion are at least adult enough. Sansa is not nearly adult enough for this whole thing. But I have more hope that that's the situation that Sansa's in than if she was in the hands of Littlefinger and promised to Littlefinger. And of course he's going to come back, and he's still, you know, nothing's over yet. So he may still yet try to get his claws in her, but I have hope. I do. So hopefully there can be some sort of positive outcome for Sansa. Rob I continue to have this confliction with, and at least, you know, he said it that someone else is paying the price of his mistakes. But it's so interesting that he's willing to do X, Y, and Z, but like for the honor of it all, right? But then as much as I think the two, Rob and his wife, are good for each other and they balance each other well, I think that mistake is such a shadow in Rob's decisions. And then I think the killing of the Roderick Karstark, I think was his name, is also a shadow that will follow Rob for a while. And everyone's going to make mistakes, so I'm not going to, you know, hold it against him forever, but it is kind of, he's asking people to kind of take the hit for these mistakes that he made. And that really sucks, because I think that's where you start to build this disruption. And Rob had this trust. Rob had this, you know, loyalty that I don't think a lot of the other kings had, that is starting to dissolve away a little bit. The more he tries to climb up, the more he tries to win, the more he tries to one up the Lannisters, and the more hard, difficult decisions he makes, we realize, I think, how, you know, young he is. And it's what people have been saying, and it's what kind of, you know, some people have used that young naivete against him from the get-go, or they've, you know, they've said that he was too young or whatever early on, and I believed in him. I believed in him so hard, and a little bit I still do. And it's interesting because I believe in him from the fighting sense, but I think from the heart sense, he is more, it's it's not as good in there anymore. It's still very good. It's still Rob. It's still he's still the son of Ned, right? And that shines through. But I think the situations that he's in, he's a king. He's leading this war. I think that does put a lot of stress on him, and he's had to make decisions that, he has to stand by, even if they weren't the right decision at the time. So I'm not going to hark on him forever. I think he's still pretty good, and I'm excited to see what he does, but I'm also really, really nervous because the show doesn't really hold back. And I think that's where this feeling is coming from, is that for a minute, they gave us this too good to be true Robb Stark scenario, and now it's no longer too good to be true. And I think his fate is going to be pretty grim, if I'm honest. I really, really do. I think that's just the reality of it, which kind of sucks, but it is, I guess, my least favorite thing to say. It is what it is. I say that so much, but I truly hate that phrase. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Everyone's just I feel like everyone's hunting for this little bit of leverage. I mean, obviously they need financial leverage. They need the leverage of men. They need all this power. They're trying to climb for this power. And again, it's this illusion of it, right? I'm really, really terrified of Joffrey. Seeing, I knew he was so cruel, but then seeing what he did there it so hurts us over and over and over again. And I think sometimes I like to black out some of the most painful things and be like, it hasn't been that bad, but that's pretty damn bad. I think there's moments that make this show really, really lovely in a positive sense, or just really beautiful in the heart. You've got these really beautiful connections that are built in these really stunning moments, and this really gripping story that intertwines, and there's pain and there's heartache and there's highs and there's lows, and the highs almost make it so the lows are easier to forget or whatnot, but or they seem justifiable. The lows seem justifiable because we're fighting for something and we believe in what we're fighting for, on one side or the other, right? Whatever side of this story you're on. And that's what makes it such a good show, is you have you find these reasons to justify the actions, and either to feel one way or the other about certain characters. And I think it evokes emotion in a way I've never truly experienced in a show. And that's what makes it pretty freaking wonderful. So, that's good. That's just where my head is at with it all. And I'm so grateful for you all for joining me on this journey. I always say that, but I truly, truly am. If you want the full-length reactions, they're in Patreon, along with movie reactions and past full-length reactions. There's an entire spreadsheet of all the reactions I have done so far in the last year, and more to come always. So please join over there if you want a little bit more. Otherwise, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on this video, and feel free to comment your thoughts, etc. down below. I do ask for no spoilers. If I start to see a spoiler, I'll just either skip over your comment or I will mute you so you go into a void. So I would recommend don't spoil. I don't want to hide you, but I do want to protect my own viewing of the show, which I know a lot of people prefer that I keep myself protected as well. So please do us all a favor and stay spoiler free in the comments so that we can have discussions down there, and so I can continue watching the comments and interacting with you all, because it is a true joy and it is what makes this so much fun. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.